everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another healthy and wealthy girl vlog. I am so excited for this video because we are going to be turning over a new leaf, entering a new chapter, just like working on ourselves, feeling happy, and hopefully buying a new car. If you're new to the channel, my name is Zoe, I'm 27 and I live in Montreal. I love filming videos and vlogs just about lifestyle, personal finance, mental wellness, well-being, all of that. To me, healthy and wealthy just embodies kind of my dream life of working on my finances, working on my career, working on my wellness, feeling healthy, feeling happy, just feeling well, feeling great overall. So that is the vibes, or those are the vibes, I should say, that I want to transmit to you guys through this vlog. And yeah, I'm just so excited. I feel like I've been a little bit in my sad girl era, which she comes from time to time. She comes quite frequently, but that's okay. I'm feeling a lot better now. Let's bring that down. I don't really have much of a plan except that tomorrow we are going car shopping. So I thought it would be fun to document the car shopping process, give you guys a little bit of an update after my car accident, how I'm feeling now about that, and what the kind of background has been like looking for a car. So let's talk about cars. I got a few requests to update you guys on the car shopping process and talk a little bit more in depth about like, I guess like the process and the finances. So let's rewind to a month ago today. A month ago today, I was in a car accident. I was in Ottawa visiting my family. My sister and I were in the car driving back from dinner, and I went through a green light and someone turned left on the green light going the other way when he wasn't supposed to. He wasn't paying attention and he hit my car. Nobody was hurt, thank God. Neither the two of us, my sister and I, nor him who hit me. He was alone in the car. But it was very scary. My car obviously, got smashed, and I have this iconic picture to forever remember this by. So I wasn't expecting my car to be totaled. I was maybe going 30, he was maybe going 30, but I guess the joint impact of that made it so that my car was indeed totaled. I really thought they would be able to fix it, and I was really hoping that they'd be able to fix it because shopping for a new car is honestly just a headache. So when I got the news that they weren't going to be able to fix my car, I was definitely really sad. Insurance did cover the car. I was not at fault for the accident, so they covered everything. There was no deductible, which is amazing, so I didn't have to pay anything out of pocket. However, people have warned me that my insurance will probably go up next year, which definitely sucks, but it's, I guess, like the risk we take while driving. New car shopping is, and when I say new, I'm talking used, okay? A new car to me, a used car, is so funny. Cars have gone up a lot since COVID, and so insurance basically gave me money for my car. They gave me $15,500, which is crazy. It's kind of a lot of money, and it's only a little bit more than $1,000 than I originally paid for my car 3 years ago. So on paper, it's like cha-ching, like that car only cost me $1,000 to drive it for 3 years, which is like really good. But the flip side of that is that the value of used cars have gone up, or the price of used cars have gone up. So there's not that much out there that I would maybe want at that price. And I felt like I was in a bit of a weird situation where I had that car for 3 years. I planned on having it for a couple more years, and then I knew that probably in a couple of years it would be time for me to upgrade, and I hadn't decided yet what upgrading looked like. It probably didn't look like a brand new car. Like, that's not really, I don't really care about that. Like, I care about having like a nice car that is comfortable and clean on the inside, and comfortable and safety are like my biggest things. I don't really care about like the gadgets inside the car or just new car things. I don't care about. So I didn't know what upgrading would look like, but I knew it would be time to upgrade probably in a few years. So the timing of this accident was super annoying because it's like, I'm not sure I want to buy the exact thing that I used to have. I'm not sure I want to buy like an old 2015 Tiguan, but I'm also not ready to completely upgrade. So I was looking at what are some other things that I could get with the money that I have from insurance maybe kicking in a little bit of my own savings, I started getting into Mini Cooper, and I was like, maybe I could get a Mini Cooper. That would be so cool. They're so cute. I was specifically looking at the Countryman, which is the SUV Mini Cooper. I tested 3 of them. I tested 3, and by the 3rd one, I was like, no, actually, this isn't the car for me. They're also really expensive. Like, Mini Coopers are funny because it's technically a luxury car, but it doesn't have the same luxury brand recognition as, say, Audi or BMW or Mercedes. But Mini and BMW are technically the same level, but BMW has that like better brand recognition, or like brand perception. BMW is perceived as being higher end than Mini when they kind of cost the same. So I decided, no, I don't want a Mini Cooper. They were just too expensive, and I heard a lot of things about like maintenance on them being really annoying. We went to like a used car dealership, and I was looking around, and there was a BMW X1, which is their small SUV. I believe it was a 2015 or 2016 for 15,000 something. So I would have had to put in a little bit of my own money, which again, I was prepared to do because I just was like, it might be what it takes. I test drove the car. I loved it. It had like leather seats. It felt really nice. It felt similar. Everything felt similar to my Tiguan, but a little bit different. I obviously liked the BMW like brand. And that's something I wanted to talk about when it comes to buying a new car. Is some people will judge you for wanting or liking a luxury brand, but I remember watching like a car review video, and he was saying like, if brand is important to you, like that's okay. Like it's okay to pay more to drive a Lexus, a Mercedes, an Audi if you can afford it, if that's important to you. Some people don't care, and they, don't care about the brand, and they just want like the most cost-effective car that's safe. And some people like certain brands, and I find the marketing behind cars and the branding behind cars is so fascinating because you say Subaru, you think of a type of person who drives a Subaru. You say Nissan, you think of a type of person. You say like, the different brands have their persona who is associated to them, and I find it so fascinating. There are many car brands that I just don't identify with for whatever reason. People in my family have always had, we actually had a Mazda van, but I don't really associate, like I don't feel drawn towards Mazda. Volkswagen was a big one in my family, so I've always felt drawn to Volkswagen. BMW was always like, ooh. Same thing with Audi. Mercedes, I'm not as like tied to. It reminds me of MLMs, actually. I was drawn to this old BMW, and I found it fascinating how you could just go back a few years, and for the same price as a Hyundai, you could have a luxury car. So I was more interested in that, started definitely fantasizing about that. I was honestly ready to buy that car. Like that day, I was like, I loved it. However, I spoke with one of my cousins who owns a car dealership in Ottawa. He was also kind of looking for me, but their dealership specializes in cars that are like a little bit above the budget that I had. So it was more so like if something comes across his desk, he would, reserve it for me, which is actually how I got my Tiguan, my brown Tiguan, my old car. But nothing was coming up from him yet. But I sent him the BMW, and I was like, what do you think of this? And he was like, no. He called me and he was like, no, do not buy that car. So I was disappointed, but I stayed away from it because what he said was if anything goes wrong, and BMWs are known, or the X1 specifically is known for having engine problems, and it will cost you $7,000 if anything goes wrong, he was like, stay away. So I took a step back from looking after that because I was kind of disappointed, feeling discouraged. You guys, I'm so excited. I just made an appointment to go check out a car. I've been searching passively. I basically had some help from my cousins. And then anyway, long story short, I decided yesterday, just like randomly, I was procrastinating while working to see what's online, and this car came up. And I'm so excited. It's a 2015 Tiguan, which is what I used to drive, but this one's black with beige interior, which is super rare. And it's so crazy because I was lying in bed a few weeks ago when like the accident happened, and I was like feeling myself getting really worked up about finding a car and what's my next car gonna be, and like just stressed about having to buy a new car. I was lying in bed and I closed my eyes and I was like, okay, Zoe, like you can manifest your next car, your dream car. And I don't know if this one's gonna work out, but anyway, I closed my eyes and I was like, okay, I think it would be like a Tiguan, like still an older one because that's what I can afford. But I want like navy blue and beige seats. And then in all of my searching, it was like, okay, that doesn't exist. And I don't know why I said navy blue. Anyway, this one's black with beige seats, so close enough. And like the black kind of looks navy, so I'll take it. So I just feel like this is potentially a manifestation moment come true. The price is also insane. I'm kind of like, is something wrong with it for the price? But it's definitely old. It definitely has mileage on it, but I would basically be buying the car that I used to have with like the same mileage that I used to have, just a different aesthetic. It has like the same, all of the same like specs, I guess, like the tires and the, I'm looking at a picture of it, the sunroof, like everything else is the same. So yeah, it's not really an upgrade, but I feel like the color, like the aesthetic of the car is kind of an upgrade because I wasn't always in love with the brown of my car. I like grew to love it, but when I first saw it, I was like, ew. But the beige seats is what's getting me. So yeah, and it's what I can afford. I wouldn't have to even take anything out of savings. I already have winter tires for a Tiguan. Like it would just be perfect. So I'm going to see it on Friday. I just wanted to like film this clip kind of in the moment and I'm ready. I need a car. It's been almost a month that I've been carless and it's been fine. I've just been borrowing JS's car, but he has a fancy car and I don't know. I don't always feel the best driving it. Like I want my own car. So yay! I will take you guys along as we go shopping for it, which is probably what you're watching right now when I'm gonna insert this clip. So yeah, I was freaking out and all of that to say, we are going to see it tomorrow. If all is good with this car, it will perfectly, with taxes and all the fees, it will perfectly come to the amount that insurance gave me, which means that I will not have to put anything from my own pocket, which is fantastic, which means I can just continue saving and working on that. Although it's the same car and although it's still 2015, which is now starting to become almost 10 years old, the white seats or the tan seats on the inside, I think will make it feel like such a different car from what I used to have that it will help me like it for longer and not want to switch cars like next year. So we shall see. I don't want to get ahead of myself, but I called the dealership and I put a refundable deposit because I don't want anyone to take it. It's a little bit far, it's outside of Montreal, so we are going to be going to see it tomorrow. But yeah, I'm feeling really hopeful and I just hope that everything goes good, but I feel like if I can secure this car, it will be like the beginning of my healthy and like I will be turning a new leaf because I'm just so over the like stagnancy of like not having this figured out yet. So fingers crossed. That was such a long intro to this vlog. So let's just jump right away to tomorrow. Good morning, guys. I'm just finishing getting ready for the day and I figured I would take out the camera, talk to you guys. So I forget if I mentioned this yesterday, but I was supposed to go to acupuncture this morning and I had it in my calendar at 10 a.m. and they called me at like 9:20 and they were like, you missed your appointment. So I don't know what happened. I don't know if I made a mistake, if they made a mistake, but someone made a mistake and I missed my appointment, which really sucks because it's honestly like something I've started looking forward to every single week. It's just like, it's so nice. And sometimes I fall asleep and it's really relaxing and the oven. I just feel like it's something for me every single week. And this week has flown by. I didn't do my day out and now I didn't get my acupuncture. So like, anyway, it's all good. It's fine. Today's Friday. I'm feeling great, honestly. I'm so excited to go look at this car. I need to call the bank and get like a certified check and figure out what my credit card limit is and all of that because I'm going to be paying cash. Like I told you guys about yesterday, I have like the money in my bank account from insurance, but I'm going to try and put as much of it as I can on my credit card to then pay it off straight away and hopefully get like some points or some cash back depending on if they accept American Express or if they only take like Visa, MasterCard. But I probably can't put all of the car on credit, so I might have to get a certified check for the rest. So I need to figure that out. I am fully acting as if like I'm gonna walk out of there with a car, and I really hope that's the case. I called them yesterday to say like, hey, if I like the car, can I leave with it today? Because it's a little bit far. It's in the east, like it's off the island east of Montreal in a town called Charlemagne, which I learned yesterday is where Celine Dion is from. So maybe that will bring me good luck. We'll listen to Celine on the way. I'm just taking my vitamins. So I know I shouldn't be doing this because it's like, anyway, I'm gonna say it anyways. We'll see if I keep this in, but yesterday I uploaded my first edition of my healing diaries vlog and like the new series that I'm starting on my channel that I was like inspired by other YouTubers to do. And the comments have been so nice. Like you guys are so kind and I feel like you're so supportive of me and I'm so thankful for that. Like it's beautiful. And so last night I was reading the comments and then this morning I was reading the comments and I'm just like on a cloud. And this is the funny thing about putting yourself out there on the internet. And this can apply to like anything too. Like I think as humans, we love positive affirmations. Like we love nice things, but for 10 beautiful things that someone tells you, one negative thing that someone tells you, like that will win over. And I do remember learning about this in a psychology class, like in high school, about how like if you receive $10, like you're happy, but if you lose $10, like you're really angry. Like we just kind of like negative things and negative experiences hold more weight on us, and it's like a psychological thing, I guess. But anyways, I got this one comment and I just wanted to talk about it because I find it so funny how it's not necessarily easy to put yourself out there and talk about, you know, hard feelings or not feeling great. Like it's not easy. And you know, if I only spoke about money on my channel, if I only gave you guys budgeting tips, or if I only showed you guys like, I don't know, a beautiful life that isn't even mine, right? Where it's just like, oh, let's go for coffee and let's go do this and let's go to spin class and like everything's positive and beautiful and you know, there's no anxiety and there's no feeling like shit and there's no, if I showed you guys that, maybe my channel would perform better. I don't know. I got that. I don't know. And that I don't care about. But when I post like positive videos, what am I trying to say? I'm trying to say it's funny how when I kind of make myself vulnerable and show you guys like a real person's life and like real emotions, from time to time, people will come in and be like, stop complaining or like, get over it. And I'm just like what? Like, don't you ever just feel like crap and like want to talk about it with your friends? Like, I don't get it. And so I know that the majority of people appreciate the openness and the honesty and the realness, because even those people who only put out like, let's say someone's channel is like dedicated to hauls and all they do is hauls. Or all they do is skincare, or like, and that's all you see about them. It's so easy to jump to a conclusion that like that is their life, but like it's not. We all feel these ways, and I just find it so funny like when someone is being more open to like want to pick on that and pick on them. Like I just don't get it. So anyways, I know I shouldn't even be giving it any weight, and we should just all sit around and talk about all of the beautiful people in the comments and all the people who don't even comment, but they just like think nice things when they're watching. That's what we need to focus on. But I'm not gonna let that stop me. Like I just think it's so important to be real. And I always say that, like that's just my goal with this channel, is to show you guys my real life, because I've said it a million times. I grew up watching YouTube thinking that everyone was happier than me and their life was more beautiful than mine, or their life was better than mine. I genuinely used to think that. So I just don't like want to perpetuate that. So anyways, let's have an amazing Friday. Let's hopefully buy a car. No acupuncture, but that's okay. Yesterday, little aesthetic update. Back to surface level positive things. I've decided not to cut my hair. I just think I'm gonna regret it. I don't think I want it to get much longer. Like I feel like for the thinness of my hair, I've kind of reached my max, and sheesh, it is like quite long. Like for me, this is really long. I'm thinking I might chop off maybe like a few inches The thing is, I was thinking about getting this treatment done called nanoplastia, which it's like a form of chemical straightening, but it's not as bad for your hair and it's like not permanent. I got it done, I think about 3 years ago, and I loved it. Like I chopped my hair really short and I had this treatment done and it was fantastic. But now for the length that my hair is, even if I were to take off a few inches, this treatment would cost close to $400. And I was thinking about using my cash savings to pay for it, and then I would give myself a little trim, and then I would have just like, because my hair gets really frizzy in the summertime, like, and it's just like, I hate it. So I was thinking of doing that. Now I'm leaning towards just leaving my hair, because that $400, when I go to Europe in a few weeks or in a month or whenever I'm leaving, that $400 could buy me something really nice or a really nice experience. So I'm leaning towards not doing it. Yesterday I blow dried my hair and then I curled it, and I love how it turned out. I never take the time to style my hair, but it is a confidence booster, and it maybe took like 10 minutes because my hair is so thin. Like, you guys want to see how thin my hair is? Look at this. This is all my hair. This is a quarter of my friend Camilla's hair. Like, we always joke about it. Like, she'll put her hair in 2 braids and like half of her hair is thicker than mine. Like, I put my hair in 2 braids, like this is what we're working with. Like, ain't nothing there. And I also have, while I'm showing you guys, I have like the weirdest hairline in the front where I'm like bald here. Like, I'm missing a bunch of hair. So when I want to put my hair up, that's why I always do like this, because if I go up, she's bald. You see that? So it's always been that way. I've had this hairline since I was young. My mom has it. It's the same on the other side. And I do put product there to like help it grow. And I don't really know if it works. I feel like I'm not consistent enough with it. So those are my morning rambles. I love you guys, and let's go in the car. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm just so hoping this works out.
Yeah. But try to...
I can't really accelerate.
So Zoe, tell us.
Well, I love it. It's exactly like my car, just with a more beautiful interior.
It's all beige.
And it's exactly what I visioned. And in the sunlight, it looks navy blue.
Outside?
Which is what I visioned. Yeah, outside. It's just, okay, the problem, I told Jean, the problem is that you have to stick the key in. You have to put the key in to start the car. And in the words of my idol and my, sorry Gene, but true love Drake, he says, I ain't driving nothing that I gotta stick the keys in. So he wouldn't drive my car, which is a bit of a problem. Oh, where am I going?
Yeah, that's problematic.
I went the wrong way.
It's okay, we'll
get out right away.
Yeah.
Well, my bad. No, I think it looks great. We'll do a little tour after, but I think it looks great.
So what are you listening to?
I'm not listening. That's your phone. That's not my phone. I don't listen to podcasts hosted by men. We love it. It's a little bit later. I'm at work now at the bar studio. I've got 2 classes tonight, like every Friday. I'm super excited for this one because it's Y2K bangers, so a bunch of songs from 2000 to 2010, and they're just like those songs that like get you in a good mood. And for me, they remind me of like my childhood, like growing up in the early 2000s. So much fun. I'll show you guys like a few clips of me practicing because I have an hour until the class starts, and I just like to practice before, make sure like the movements flow with the music and that like everything's going to be good, because I always want to give like the best client experience. Like it's just really important for me, and I don't know, I take it really seriously. So that's what's up. The car dealership was a really good experience, really fun. I will update you guys tomorrow. How about that? I'll update you guys tomorrow. We'll sit down and we'll chat. I'll let you know what happened. A little bit of suspense, okay? A little bit of suspense. So I'm gonna put you guys down. It's always so cold in this room, and then once I start moving, and especially once like clients arrive and there's other people here, then it gets warmer, but until then it's like freezing. So I'm gonna start this playlist. I'm gonna practice. I have to plug in my phone. Start practicing from the beginning. Fridays are just always my favorite because I love doing this. It's like 2 hours and a little bit of just pure fun, and like good vibes, good music, everything. And then I go home and eat like a fat plate of spaghetti. It's like the tradition. So it's all good. Let's crank this music. Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. I'm feeling so happy today. It's a fresh week. I've got a cup of tea, laundry behind me. What's new? What's new? Every time I'm like filming on the couch, there's laundry behind me. But yeah, I woke up pretty early this morning. Right now, it's about 7:20. I woke up around a little bit after 6:30, which is great because I'm really trying to get back into the waking up early habit. I've been really anxious the past couple of weeks, and when I'm anxious I avoid the day and I ignore my alarm and I sleep in, and it just leads to like a vicious cycle. Maggie just like startled herself and stood up. Sorry. It leads to a vicious cycle of anxiety because then I have less time, I'm rushing in the morning, and I don't feel my best, and I don't feel like my healthy and wealthy best self. Like I know I feel best when I'm getting enough sleep and waking up early. So yeah, I felt myself trying to like keep the habit of sleeping in, and then I was just like, no, wake up. And I'm genuinely feeling pretty good. Like I woke up feeling excited for the week. There's a lot of good stuff going on, and especially for today, I'm so excited to take you guys along today because we're gonna have the ultimate healthy and wealthy girl day. I just got up and made a second cup of tea and put on my running clothes. I'm gonna go to the gym and run. I haven't run in a little bit because I've been having some knee pain that is coming from, I think like my legs are just really tight, like my quads and my IT bands specifically. So I'm gonna try running on the treadmill on an incline. JS like made this plan for, not a plan, but like an idea to strengthen my quads a little bit more by running on an incline instead of running outside, to see if that can like strengthen and prevent some pain. So I'm just waiting for him to come back from his bike ride and then I'm gonna go. But yeah, as I was getting dressed, I just like made the bed and I was just like, oh, like I love Mondays, and you know, the sun is out, like the skies are so blue right now. We have the windows open, the birds are singing, like it's just such a good feeling and I'm so happy. Oh yeah, I'm looking outside and like it's so beautiful. I love spring.
Say thank you.
Good job. It's a little bit later. I'm just working from home this morning and I'm about to make my second tea of the day. I figured we could chat while I do so. I owe you guys an update on the car. I am going through this Earl Grey so quickly. This is the one from David's Tea. Oh my gosh, you guys, it just smells so good. If you're a fan of Earl Grey, cream of Earl Grey from David's Tea, or any cream of Earl Grey, slaps too hard. So you are looking at the proud owner of a new 2015 Volkswagen Tiguan black pearl color with tan interior, and I am very happy. So yes, I did buy the car. I pretty much knew I would, as long as there were no flaws with the car. I knew I was gonna buy it. I loved it as soon as I saw it. It really, really looks good. Like, I'm shook by how good it looks. There were a couple of scratches on the outside, but they were very small. They didn't bother me. I was just like, you know, what do you expect? The price was so good. I think I told you guys, like, it fit within my budget. I wouldn't have to pay money out of pocket, but the way the price lined up is truly magical. Like, I really, really, I manifested this car. I did. And I'm like, it's so funny when you have these like manifestation success moments. You're like, well, shoot, can I manifest $1 million next? Because I told you guys, I closed my eyes and visualized a navy blue Tiguan with tan leather seats on the inside. This one was black, but I was like, you know what? Close enough. In the light though, it's not a pure black, it's a blue black. So in certain lights, it actually looks like a midnight navy. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, pure manifestation. I will talk about all of the specifics of the numbers and like exactly how much it cost, how much insurance gave me. I'm gonna do like a car Q&A when I go pick up this car because it's not ready yet. I just know that maybe this car talk doesn't interest everyone, but the price came to the exact amount that insurance gave me, like $2 less. It's like, let's go to McDonald's and get a filtered coffee. That's what Camilla told me when I told her like how it all went down. She was like, McDonald's. So it's really, really crazy. It feels really magical. I feel so relieved and so happy and so excited because I don't know, like a new car is exciting. And yeah, Tiguan gang forever. So if you have questions about car shopping, leave them in the comments. I'm picking up the car next week, in 1 week from today. So I will film like picking up the car, I'll vlog it, maybe do a little car tour, and then we can sit in the car and do like a car money Q&A. I feel like that will be fun. So if you have any questions, let me know. But wanted to give you guys that update because obviously, yeah, it's really cool and you guys have been on this little mini journey with me. Now, today is an exciting day. It's Monday. But I am going to get my nails done today, which is really nice. And I'm going to try Reformer Pilates for the first time. I'm really excited to try it out. When I let go of my office, I said that like one of the things that I wanted to put my money towards was trying new workouts, and one of those being Reformer Pilates. Well, when I went to like go buy a class pack or go try, these freaking classes they're $30 a class, which is insane. And I know how the fitness industry works, and I know that their margins are actually quite small most of the time, especially Reformer Pilates. They're not necessarily trying to rip you off. It's because those reformers cost so much money and there are so few people in a class that the price is not absurd and they're not trying to rip you off, but none of that matters. It's like, do you have the money in your bank account and do you want to spend $300 on 10 classes? Because that's what the pack I was looking at that made it the most reasonably priced for me. So I held off from doing it. I just kind of wanted to get settled, and I don't know, like, I can live without doing reformer Pilates. I kind of just wanted to, like, I'm very in like a saving money mode right now, which there's just like everything in life has a trade-off, right? Or if you don't have an unlimited budget, you have to make certain trade-offs. It's like, do you want to do your hair, or do you want to spend money on vacation, or do you want to invest your money? Like, you have to make a choice with everything. And it's just like, you know what? I have a free gym membership. I'm so lucky to have a free gym membership because of where I work. So do I need to spend $300 on reformer Pilates? Not really, but blah, 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 blah. They are having an open house. Class today was 20 bucks. So I figured I would just go try it. I booked it a few weeks ago, and I'm excited to try it. If I love it, like, this is the perfect way to try it, see if I like it. And if I love it, then maybe, I think later on in the summer, like when I come back from my Europe trip, so maybe in like July, it's something that I could spend my money on, is a class pack. But until then, I love doing bar, I love doing spin. No need to spend crazy extra money. The last thing I will say is I almost sent Maggie to doggy daycare today, but I decided not to. Even though I've budgeted for once a week, I didn't send her last week, and I'm not sending her this week because I realized if I skipped out on sending her today and had my stepmom just watch her for a few hours while I do my nails and the Pilates, the two costs of daycare add up to getting her groomed instead. So I've just really been in this like gamification of my budget, and taking $1 away from here, I could put it somewhere else, because yeah, we would love to have it all. I would love to have it all. I would love to send her to daycare and get her groomed and get my hair done and go to reformer Pilates, but it's just not my reality right now. So I've been having fun, and rather than being like, ugh, I can't do it all, it's like, let's have fun putting our money and making our money go the farthest. And yeah, it's been nice. Like, I think, I don't know, it's just fun. I like it. So give it a try. I don't know if you guys can see, I made banana bread yesterday. I actually made 2 of these. Yesterday was Mother's Day. So we brought one we had dinner with JS's family, his mom, his aunt, and it was a big success. So I'm gonna give some of this to my stepmom, maybe bring some of it to Ottawa. I'm going to Ottawa next week. And I don't know, I'm just feeling really great and happy and refreshed. I'm currently editing my antidepressant video, so I just feel like I'm slowly clearing this like old stagnant stuff off my plate, which is just such a good feeling. I'm so looking forward to this upcoming summer and just the next couple of weeks. I have some really exciting videos and vlogs planned that I hope you guys will love. And yeah, I'll just take a second right now to tell you guys I love you. It feels like I'm wrapping up this vlog, but I'm not. I'm gonna take you along from the nails and for the Pilates, but I love you guys, and I wanna thank you for your support. All right, I'm gonna get back to work. This has been a very chatty vlog with very little B-roll. I have been bad at the B-roll, but I don't know. Hi guys, I just finished the Pilates class. I wanted to end this vlog outside because it's just so beautiful. I'm about to get on a Bixie bike. Maybe vlogging during rush hour, not the best. The class was so amazing. I really, really loved it, and I'll definitely be back. I'm glad that I just, got to try it, and this was so cool. They were doing like little giveaways for the like anniversary party. So you like picked out of a drawing thing, and I won this little prop, which is little Pilates ball. So I can do little workouts at home, which is honestly perfect for when I'm building bar classes and I wanna try things out at home. I don't have a ball. And now I do. So very fruitful. Did you guys see that? I did not close my water bottle. Very fruitful afternoon, very, very fun. Nails are done. I got like this kind of olive green, something new. They won't be on as long as they normally are. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna try something. And with that, you guys, I am going to end this vlog. Thank you so much for watching. I gotta go because I'm in public.